This meeting is being recorded.
I was gonna get another piece of bread.
Awesome.
I said,
Hey,
no.
Lyndon, will this recording be available then for everyone?
Imagine you're recording it, right? I'm recording it. Yeah, because we've got some people that have.
Hit that bottom button, record over there.
Here, yep,
Yeah, cool.
forward to the cloud, right? Yep.
Ryan, I have my fireflies in here as well, so.
Awesome. Yeah, my Fathom usually tries to intrude all the time, but for whatever reason it didn't try and make it in, I guess.
You are good, my friend.
Oh, not Brett Jenny. Gee,
Who let him in here?
who let Brett in here?
All right,
I'll come get rid of it. Oh, there's Nick. I don't know. There we go.
all right, everyone. Well, thank you everyone for coming. I wanted to introduce Ryan and Unchained. You want to admit your job's going to be letting people in.
Sorry.
So I've been friends with Ryan for a couple of years now. We both entered the AI race probably around the same time, about 2 years ago. And he's done some phenomenal things with his partner, Mike. He's been building Unchained for about a year now, testing it now for the last 6 months. On the beta side has some amazing results. So I wanted to share Ryan and Unchained with the group. This is still in, I would say, operational beta. So we haven't released this out to the public yet. So you guys have first look-see at what I believe is one of the most transformative platforms for any, I shouldn't just say small to medium-sized businesses, because Ryan's already working with some really large enterprises in his test model. So I'm gonna turn this over to Ryan. Ryan, thank you for your time. I really appreciate you doing this.
No, thank you, man. It's a pleasure to meet everybody, and thanks for inviting me on. I'm happy to share some stuff we're doing. So I guess I'll do a real quick background, everybody. I've been in IT and IT outsourcing. Are you hearing me?
Yep, we can hear you good.
Yep. So I've been IT. I own an IT outsourcing firm. Done that for about 30 years, almost 31 years now. Jesus, I'm old. But that puts you into a lot of places, and you get to be supporting a lot of small and medium businesses. So you see a lot of their challenges and their problems and the things they needed to solve. And like Majid said earlier, we've kind of both we've known each other a little bit here, and we've kind of came into the AI thing, not even really talking about it. We just both knew, like, man, this is so important. But what I would say is, truly, I've been in AI for a lot longer than that, pre-Chat GPT. And what I mean by that is everything's kind of AI. If you look at it, a lot of things are AI, right? I mean, your alarm clock's an artificial intelligence. Your spam blocker was an artificial intelligence. So I've been doing automations, is what I'd really say is what I was doing pre now the AI buzzword. And we did a lot of that stuff for a lot of years, and really helped businesses do that. So our company Unchained now, we really started as not really a company to be like, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to be a company. We're going to provide this to everybody. It was more of, hey, we got all these challenges and all these problems we need to solve. Let's solve our problems. And then our clients, colleagues started to recognize things we were doing, and they're like, man, I want that shit. You guys got that? I don't want that. How do we get that? And we got into a situation where it was, well, shit, we got to, rebuild this or build this out custom for everybody. We kind of came to this idea that, why don't we just build this really cool cookie cutter that everybody seems to all need as a small and medium business, whether you're a product or a service based company, you kind of need these tools. We all need them. So that's a little bit of the background, guys, of kind of how Unchained got started and why. It really started as us solving our own problems. And now we've got this cool platform and we call it a business growth, excuse me, a business growth system. And we kind of took the approach of, I'd say, I got a couple of team members on here right now currently, but I would say the last 3 or 4 months, we spent more time on the UI, the user experience of people getting onto this than we did actually of the programming. And it was like we had these tools and then everybody just kept feeding it back. The more people we gave it to, we're like, here you go, you guys can use this, you can use this. Okay, that's awesome, but what if you did this? And what if this happened? I don't know what to do here. You learn a lot more when you're not so intimate to what you're doing, which is what we were. And we learned a lot from all the people. So we let them come on and really give them a real good love deal and said, all right, cool. You guys be our user base then. Let's build this out. You think other people would want it? Hell yeah. They were showing it to other people. So our business growth deal is, do you guys want me to share screen and show a couple of things?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. So
Well,
things like this is just one of our customers. Let me pull this thing out of the way. This is just one of our clients. He's a dog trainer, right? It's that simple. But we do, think of any service company, you guys. Everybody see my screen, by the way?
yeah.
Okay. So this is a very basic digital business card. That's how our motto is: start simple, right? Not everybody doesn't know how to really implement AI right now. We're in the wild, wild west. I always joke around, Madge, I always say, like, if this was a sporting event, we're on our way to the tailgate, right? AI, we're not even at the tailgate yet. We're so just embryo at this point. So what we say is start simple, start free. Don't be spending a lot of money on things. Get comfortable with something and then just grow smart and really grow into it. So what we do is we give away this. As you see, it's on a website right now. Well, this is a lead page. And I'm just using him as an example. I think I got some other ones up here too. Yeah. This is another guy here. He's got a funding company. Who else do I got? It's the back office. But anyways, point being, guys, we give away for free a digital business card like this. And we do this on purpose because it's a lead page for desktop users and it's a business card for mobile users. And it doesn't require an app. There's no gimmick to it. We don't put you on a trial. We don't ask for your credit card. We don't care. Have it for free. We have other services we hope that you'll appreciate and enjoy like everybody else does. But if you don't, who cares? Have a free business card. It's better than the dots and the popples and all that crap out there. I'm not saying they're crap. Sorry, I shouldn't say it like that. But my point is it's just pretty robust. You put a lot of imagery on here. You can show a lot of, gallery like images of jobs you do or what you do. We got roofers and plumbers and HVAC and a donut shop and a lady that sells CBD and a dog trainer. And I mean, the list goes on and on. And they just put on their services on here. And then you get your testimonials on there. And it's really easy to share it, right? You can do it with a QR code. You can email it to people. You can text it to people. Put it all over your social medias. But it's a very simple thing. And, that's what the free version is. I'm going to keep going, Madge and Lyndon, on other things that we do. But that's kind of like the entry of the start simple. Do you want to open it up for Q&A as I go, or do you want to just let me kind of
I
finish
think
out?
we can go with it, and then towards the end of it, we'll let everybody else kind of chime in and ask questions. We'll just kind of do a run through.
Okay,
Of like the typical use case, and then
cool.
Yep, let's go from there.
Okay. So the business card and the lead page, everybody, it's got some really cool features as a free version. And, it's just, why not have a digital business card? Because your regular business cards are getting thrown in the trash or they're going in the washing machine. It's just facts, data that people just don't save them. No one goes back and data enters everybody's business card. They just don't do it. So it's much easier with digital. But you can add some features, guys. Like we can add videos and different things if you want to look at what we call our active plan. And then it gives you this. And let me refresh because I want you to see. This is, like I said, this is just a guy that literally just came on, I don't know, maybe a week ago. We just did this one, 2 weeks max. But like he's got this, right? And it's just an agent, this isn't rocket science. But the difference with ours, you guys, is it's all about that company. So if you wanted to find out a summary, we put like little, what's the most things that are asked by your company to really stop you from having to repeat stuff to clients and new prospects and things. We all kind of, every business, I don't really think it matters what business it is, but we're always answering the same question, trying to cheese up a lot of our time. Well, that's why we put this on here. So you can really see like, okay, here's some answers to the frequently asked questions, but you can talk to this thing. This one doesn't have voice, but it does have voice. So it talks to you, your business card, by the way. And you can talk back to the business card. Really cool partner we have that works with us doing this stuff. Awesome stuff going on. But you can ask anything you want here, and it just does that for you. So it's a real time saver. So I think everybody's real familiar with the chat bot. So what I'm saying is this isn't a chat bot. We call these action agents. Why? It recognizes what's going on. When people ask questions, that if the knowledge of to answer that question isn't right, that comes back to you as the customer, and you would, as the client, you'd be like, we'll say, hey guys, somebody asked this question, right? And then you get to put the answer in there, and then you never answer it again. And if someone says, wow, this is awesome, I'd really like to talk to somebody, it recognizes where they're going and what their intent is. And it'll give them your calendar link, or, hey, I love it, I'm ready to buy. Boom, it slaps them the buy now link. So those are the kind of upgrades that you could do just to the business card. Now, I'll speed it up so I don't bother or bore anybody here, but the next things that we do is, again, and I told you in the beginning, it's a business growth system. We're not a product. We're not a software thing. We're a process, and it takes a little time. So we can help you all get into your Google business page, and we really work hard on that. We do a great job of boosting that and elevating you into bigger expansion. We handle your reviews. We make sure we create videos for you, which I'll talk about. We create content, we put it up on there, and we feed the algorithm exactly what it needs so that you become the sexiest lady in the bar, basically, in your town, right? That's the goal, is to get you more popular. More than 80% of the people that search Google today find you on maps, and they find you at your Google business page. That's what it's intended to be. So you feed it and you get good there. So the next thing we also do is social media. Like I was saying, we're like an equalizer, everybody. Like we take what enterprise people do, sending out massive amounts of quality content as you, but we do everything. You work on your business, we work in your business, and we create all that content. We just kick it out for everybody and put it on all of your socials. We create blogs if you want to start doing that. But again, it's very customized, it's very personalized. We create a branding kit of who you are, whether that's just your colors, your logo, that's just one part of it. What we really focus on is your tonality, your messaging to people. And we capture that, and we basically clone you, and then we start doing all that stuff as you. You approve it all. We send it to you. Hey, we're going to send these out. You guys say yes, edit, no, right? Really, really simple. You guys have control. And I guess the last thing that I'll say, which probably I should start off with, is everything that we do, everybody, is about buyer intent. For those of you that have been in businesses where you need leads and you've been in that lead game, my background, owning the IT company, I've also been the chief technology officer at another company, the chief sales officer at another company. I opened multiple solar companies and green building houses out of hemp that run on batteries and solar, things like that. All of us, every business, I don't care what it is, unless you're blessed, you're looking for paying customers. So this is where I'm going with this. Our buyer intent solution that we have, that we include in a lot of things, and you can obviously purchase more. We go on to Google, Bing, Yahoo, and now we're working on Alexa and Siri and voice stuff. But at a nutshell, Google, Bing, and Yahoo. If somebody's looking for a plumber in Las Vegas right now, we will find that person that's looking and grab them and give you their phone number, their name, their email. I mean, insane amount of knowledge you'll get about that person. I mean, who they voted for, how many kids they got, what's their credit score. Like it's really robust. But the point is this isn't coming from a database, right? Like if you guys are all familiar with lead generation, how do they get all these information on people? Well, somebody walked into a Costco or a Walmart and they wanted that free Stanley drinking cup or that free backpack. So they filled out these cards and said, okay, yeah, I am interested in air conditioning. They're not interested in air conditioning. They wanted a free backpack. So their email was homer@simpson.com. Those are the leads you're getting. That's what we got in solar. That's what was driving me just absolutely batshit crazy for the years I was doing it. 80% of the leads I purchased were garbage before I even sent them out. And then you're praying to get 1% of the 20% that were even real. So that long story right there is to kind of explain to you guys why we built what we built. We get hot, ready to buy people right now. If you want a lemonade stand, we're only going to go find people that are dying of thirst and only want to drink lemonade, and we drop them into your digital business card, into your lead page, or anywhere you want, but we deliver that to you as a spreadsheet. So you have that. You do whatever you want. You want to do all kinds of outbound with it. We're getting to outbound. We're just not there yet. There's a lot of legalities and things like that that we're working through. But that's kind of the point, guys, is, hot intent to buy right now customers, obviously, is what we all want. We want people that want our services. I don't want somebody that wanted a backpack and they really didn't want air conditioning. And now I'm calling them, they're like, I got nothing. Hey, 80% of my time is just an absolute time sucker. So in a nutshell, I think I rambled probably quite a bit, and I apologize for that. That's what I do. I talk too much sometimes. But I think that's the gist, man. And if anybody wants to know, I think I'm going to park right now and end and land my plane here on this, Madge and Lyndon, is I don't know that everybody's aware of this, and maybe you are, but right now, 60% of the people on the internet that are searching for businesses and services and products and everything they want, there's 58% of them literally right now, and that's according to Statista and Forbes and all these credible, sources. But 58% of them are using search engines. And I'm going to let y'all in on a secret if you don't know this. 90% of the websites out there today are not capable of being searched by a AI ask engine, what they call that. Why? There's something called a 403 that's forbidden, and people don't know that. Websites aren't built to do that. They didn't know about AI. So all these sites that are out there are literally blocking AI from getting to them. And I can tell you guys this right now. If you go look today and talk to your web person, I'll bet you a lot of money, a lot of you in this room right now are blocked and not getting found. And do yourself a favor. Go to ChatGPT and whatever you do. If you're a donut shop in Las Vegas, hey, donut shops in Las Vegas, what's the best one? ChatGPT. See if you come up. And you put your own info in there and see if you come up. Most of you won't. That is the big thing. Google has changed the game, you guys. If any of you follow me on LinkedIn, feel free to. But I'm really like hyper active on these cutting edge things and what's going on today. And I can tell you right now, Google has changed the game. You better have a Google business page and you better optimize it. And I don't mean to say it like that. I'm not trying to be, rude or pressuring. I'm being honest. You're going to get your ass kicked by your competition come Christmas if you're not doing these things, because it's game over. It's not gonna happen. It's already happening. So there's a little bit of the scare tactic match, but if anybody has any questions, I'm happy to answer.
So Ryan, on the someone asked for your LinkedIn info. If you want to maybe put that in the chat.
Okay, cool.
So Ryan, on the business lead side of things, could you break down the process on how those leads are acquired? So let's say, so Lorraine here is has an insurance brokerage. Let's
Yeah.
use her as an example. And obviously she does personal liability. She does business insurance as well. So how would this work for someone like Lorraine, for example?
Lorraine, let's just role play it right now, and I'll tell you exactly how it works. Lorraine, what are the keywords and search words that you would like to capture people searching the internet right now? What do you think people are looking for that apply to your business?
Insurance, auto insurance, home insurance, broker, um, rate, cheap.
Cool.
It's like,
So I would take those, Lorraine, and I would say awesome. And I'd take those, and before you pay a dime to get a bunch of these leads, what we do, and these are a couple of differentiators we have. So I run search volume indexes. So I will take your search terms that you want, and I'll run them, and I'll tell you literally by nation, by state, by zip code, how many people right now in the last day have looked for those search terms. And then what we do is we go find more that are relative. And I'll give you a good example. I use plumber a lot because I got a plumbing partner of mine, but he's a friend of mine. But plumbing, he was like, "Yeah, dude, just plumbing." And I'm like, "No, dude, I'm not just doing plumbing only." I'm like, "Let me show you why." We all know what we want until we see the results. Well, here's the results, plumbing friend. People are looking for kitchen sink repair. They're looking for toilet repair. They're looking for plumbing demo. They're looking for these things. So we don't stay generic. We start really honing down, and then we find out what they're looking for. And then I'll come back to you, Lorraine, and say, "Awesome, you're in insurance. Here's 8 other things and here's the numbers." And the other differentiator is we do that. But manager, thank you for asking this question because this is important stuff. The other differentiator is this: when we take and we find those people, I'll give you an example. We did digital business cards right across the nation for ourselves. We did a search, and we're like, okay, 211,000 people we found across the whole nation were looking for digital business cards. Well, after we did our verify, which literally is a tool that happens in milliseconds, and what it does is it goes, Bob Smith is one of the contacts that came in. Okay, well, does Bob Smith have a Facebook page that has the same info as what we got? Does he have a LinkedIn page? Does he really work at Boeing? Does he really, we verify that. And once we hit a 92% or higher, we figure that's a real human being. Because for those that don't know, there's a lot of bots that go out, Lorraine, and they try and pump up keywords for people to do all this gimmicky kind of shit. So we take out the bots, we take out the duplicates, right? If Bob Smith searched for plumbing 40 times, I don't need Bob Smith 40 times. I already got his info. I need him once. So we scrape those for you. So the only leads you guys will get from us are one, they're exclusive to you. We don't sell them to anybody else. We only run campaigns for you, your area, your keywords. We don't sell them to anybody. We don't do that stuff. It's not what we do. We're real-time buyer intent searches. And so you get an exclusive, but you're also getting only the people that really want your service. That's why it's buyer intent. And I think that's about it, really, to kind of go on that. So that's exactly what we do. And then I'd send them to you, Lorraine. I'd give them to you in basically just a basic Google spreadsheet, and you'll get all that information of those people, and you outbound to them as you want. But what we're also doing is we're going to go and get those people, and we're going to start sending those people to your digital business card if you have one with us, or to your own website if you like. And by the way, when I showed you guys that agent, that agent's omni-channel. You can drop that thing in your WhatsApp or your, whatever, your LinkedIn, your Instagram, Facebook Messenger, put it on your own website. You do whatever you want with it. The agent's the agent. It works everywhere is my point. So does that answer it pretty good?
Yeah, I think that's a good explanation. I think, you brought up the term AI agent. There's some people who know what that is, and some people don't, right? So, if you could break down maybe how the AI agents that you're using, maybe even you could talk about your team that you brought on to specifically work on the agentic side of things at Unchained.
Yep. So, okay, so first, the most important thing to know is some of the things we're doing, like with urgent care and medical and everything, that our team, there's some people on here right now, they're a company that we work with hand in hand called Intuis. They help us with a lot of stuff. And they are right at their core, Madge. They're HIPAA, everything's HIPAA certified, SOC 2, GDPR, every certification. That's important. We wouldn't even have some of the hospitals we're talking to in the urgent cares. We wouldn't even be able to have a conversation if we weren't HIPAA and could prove it. So that's important. The other thing is security. We're AES secure, AES 256 encryption. Anybody knows that? That's like military grade encryption, super secure. And at the end of the day, it's private data. You are not vendor locked with Unchained. We don't own your data. You're just using our platform for your data. So if you decide to tell us to kick rocks and we suck, then go. We don't tie you in. We're not, you're in a year contract and we locked you. We don't do that. We're month to month. If something you don't like, hey, thank you for trying us. Take off. Bye. Congrats. Do something great. We don't care. But at the end of the day, Matt, as you kind of know, like we're 100% retention right now. We're doing great and people are really loving what we're doing. And the reason they're loving it is because they're getting results. It's really simple, right? I'm not going to pay for something I'm not succeeding with. So that's what we do. So that is the action agent. And to just touch a little bit more, the difference between a chatbot and an action agent, everybody, is that a chatbot is kind of like a frequently asked question. It's basically an FAQ on your website that you ask questions to and it retorts what you typed in there. This is not that. This is dynamically looking at everything, knowing your corpus is what we call it, which is your knowledge base, for lack of a better term. It's just your knowledge base. Well, that's on you guys to supply that. If your website is dialed in, we'll scrape your website and use that data. But if you have specific documents that you want people to know about, we can throw that into your database basically and make that accessible and people can learn more. Like, are you guys compliant? Talk to me about your team. Who's on your team? How long you've been in business? Whatever somebody needs to know about that, we put that in the corpus. So that's the difference between a chatbot. A chatbot is basically an FAQ, and then the action agent understands things like, hey, they're asking about talking to someone. Cool. Here's my calendar meeting. Here's my calendar link. They want to buy. It recognizes that. Awesome. Here you go, customer. Here's the buy link now. That's the difference. Chatbots typically they don't think like that. They're not that smart. And for those that are new to AI, I have this saying that I say a lot, and it's pretty true. AI is dumb as a bag of hammers, and it's brilliant and way superior to us in the same exact second. So my point is, it's dumb as a bag of hammers. It'll lie to you. It will do what's called AI hallucinations, and it'll make up bullshit. But you got to be the one that really lays down the data and the corpus for it and really put things together properly, so then it becomes brilliant, and then it blows us away. Then it's way smarter than us.
Ryan, could you maybe, you don't have to say the specific names of the companies, but maybe if you could walk us through a use case on how certain sales teams are utilizing the tech.
Yeah. I could share and show you, but I'll just tell you right now, I'll give you a great example. So I got a buddy, his name's Larry. He's worked at Truly Nolan. For those of you across the nation who don't know what that is, Truly Nolan is a pest control company, and they got like little ears on their car and a little tail, and it's like they're really famous in the area. Everybody knows. You see that, you're like, Truly Nolan, pest control, right? Great branding out there. And it's on the West Coast. I think it's out there in Nevada, and I know Utah has Truly Nolan. But anyways, He's a friend of mine for years. I've known him a long time. And I said, hey, dude, you really need to do this. Well, he's been working at this place, Truly Nolan. He's been doing pest control for 15, 18 years, something like that. But here's a great example. He got our card, Madge, and he started to get the most reviews in his whole company and the most self-generated pest control meetings because he had that card and he was attracting people that were looking for pest control or rat removal or whatever and started bringing it in. So he was able to, kick a little ass. And the president of Truly Nolan called me and he said, he goes, hey man, what the F are you doing for Larry? Dude's been with me for 3 years. And now for the last 3 months, he's gotten a bonus for the most reviews and he's gotten a bonus for the most self-generated appointments. That's the kind of stuff he was doing. And now the president of Truly Nolan is like, dude, I want a card for every one of my bug sprayers. I want all that on there. I want that agent that explains everything. It's a lifesaver. Does that give you a good example? I could do some more.
Yeah, Ryan, actually, maybe if you could kind of break that up a little bit. So when they have the digital business card, right? The search that's being performed for people that are looking for that service,
Yep.
is it then sending them that business card? How does that business card and the lead gen, how do those
Connect.
in?
It's inbound and it's outbound. Outbound, we're putting together some things right now that are working really good, but you got to opt in. You can't, it's a $1,500 fine. So I know a company that sent out outbound 72,000 times $1,500 and they got audited. Company was done, dude, doing $6 million a year. They were done 30 days later. Don't pass go. Do not collect $200. Bye. So we're very cautious, if you will, but it's inbound and it's outbound, Madge. So you can do that however you want. And here's the other thing about those cards, which I'm glad you brought up because I didn't say. Our cards are actually found on the internet. So when somebody's searching for you, we have SEO inside of the cards. There's no digital business cards that we know of that are found by people searching. Like you can go into Alexa, dude, and be like, bug sprayer in Canyon Lake, California. And Alexa is going to come back with this guy right now. His name's Larry. And he'll come back with that. So that's pretty cool stuff because the business card doesn't do that. But we didn't build it to be just a business card. We built it to be an actual lead page that is a magnet. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Stan had a question. He said that what is the timing of lead ID to customer?
The timing of lead ID to customer, I'm not sure, Stan, exactly what you're asking, but I think so. We get them within 12 to 18 hours, but we just tell you one day. So you can run an ad or run a campaign with us, Stan, and you can be like, hey, dude, I want 5,000. Okay, Stan, do you want 5,000 tomorrow? Because we might be able to find them. And you might go, well, hell no, I can't call 5,000 people. I don't have a call center set up. So you got to be realistic with that. So we deliver them by amount per day. But if you ran a campaign with us and you started with us today, I would run the campaign today and you would have leads tomorrow. I have no idea what you do. I have no idea how many people on the internet are looking for something, but that's how it works. You just buy a block of them and you say, I want this many this month. Okay, I want 5,000. I don't know if we're going to get 3,000 of them day one or if we're going to get 100 of them day one. But throughout those 30 days, you're going to be kicked as many as you say. Like if I gave you 500, you might be like, dude, I don't need 500. Well, that was a day ago. 5 days later, you want the freshest people, right? I don't want somebody like me, and I'll give you my solar example, Stan. If I was like when I was doing solar all the time and door to door and all that lovely stuff that I used to do, if somebody wanted solar 5 days ago, dude, they've already had 3 solar companies in their house. I ain't really having a good shot at landing that. I'm not going to close them. So we don't deliver you everything we find on day one. We every day find as many as you ask for. I hope does that explain it?
That's good. I was just looking for what I mean by that is the timing of once you know what the customer is looking for and you say, okay, these are our keywords, as those leads come up, are they immediately sent to the person, or do you just do it in batches or that kind of thing? And then my secondary question is, what's your pricing on that, on those
So
services?
it depends on the service, and I'm not trying to be vague or weird. I'm being real. If you're in real estate, you're a lot harder to get stuff for. Just pick a mile radius, and you will have 10,000 realtors in that 1 mile radius. Very competitive industry. You selling donuts? I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get you a ton of them, and it's not gonna be a lot of compute time. So that's what we pay for. But I can tell you, in a rough sense, we like solar guys, we charge them about 40 a lead, and they're super happy because they're hot leads. But there's other industries, man, we're doing for $5, right? Why are we doing that? Because nobody's searching. Like, I live in a city called Canyon Lake, California. It's like right above Temecula, about 45 minutes east of Disneyland, if anybody's trying to reference. Very small city. Well, one of the ladies who has a donut shop, we send her all those, and there's no competition. There's not a lot of compute. It would just start pumping them out for her. So she's sending out ads, and she's creating lookalike audiences, and she's running Google ads and meta ads for her donut shop. But think about that, Stan. How many how many donuts do you have to sell, or cups of coffee do you have to sell to get your return? A shitload, right? A solar guy, he's only got to sell one solar job per month, and it pays for us 5 months in a row. So it's not like we gauge and go, ooh, we could get more out of you. It's really competition. How long is it going to take us? And we're very upfront with it. I'll run the stuff pre-campaign, right? I'll tell you, like, dude, there ain't a lot. And the ones that are out there, this is how competitive that market is. It's going to take us time. You might be a solar guy, you're $40, but solar people pay 100. I used to pay $200 a lead. $40, glory, glory, hallelujah. Here, take my money. I would have all day given $40 a lead all day, and I would have backed up the Brinks truck and been like, I want 50,000 of them this month, because they're gold, and especially if they're hot and intense. Does that help, Stan?
Yep, thanks.
Sure, buddy.
Ron, would you maybe talk about, and I hope you have these numbers, but based on the current clients that you have, what's been like the conversion rate for people off of those leads? Do you have any of those numbers?
Yeah, but to be honest and transparent, Match, we don't have them quantified. It's really word of mouth. Like, they call us and text us and tell us, like, holy shit, I'm getting a lot more calls, man. This stuff is working. Oh my God, I love this. And some of the people that we brought on for our service, we wanted these kind of use cases and testimonials and video testimonials. We gave them a really screaming deal. And, business is business. When they come back to us and be like, holy shit, dude, I got, 10 appointments this week, dude. You're awesome. Cool. Ready to pay full price? Because we gave you a love deal. It's just how it goes, man. And they're happy to, because, we want people to come in. Like I said, our motto is start simple, start free, grow smart. I don't want your money up front if you're not going to hang out with us for years. We want a marathon. We want a long-term relationship. I want to be with you for a long time. So we will never just charge somebody, a lot if we know they're going to be gone in a month or two, because they're not going to get the ROI. We know what you're going to get. I just saw a question. Can you audit my Google business profile? Great question. Yes, we have a link that we do. We give it for free. In 37 seconds, I can go, you guys can use it. We don't ask for info. We don't spam you. It is absolutely free. What a killer question. I can't believe I didn't say this, but we can audit your Google business page, and we'll give you all the tips and everything that you should do to get your Google business profile optimized. Yes, great question, man. Thank you for asking that. Oh, and I didn't put my info in here. I just saw, hold on. So here, what I'm putting in here, you guys, right now, this is my ugly mug on here. This is my my digital business card and my, obviously, landing page. Here's the other one for our company. If you want to see a little difference there of what we do for our company card. But honestly, man, I'm not patting ourselves on the back because my team's kick ass. But what we have, man, is such an equalizer, and it's so good for us service people. You know, that's what I am, right? I'm an IT company. This was built because I wanted more IT paying customers. So this whole system is just it's killing right now, dude. And like you said in the beginning, we're still technically in pre-launch. We're code complete. We're code complete. Shit works. Everything what I'm telling you right now works, and it works great. But we're still in pre-launch. We want as many use cases as we can get, and showing all kinds of different types of businesses that are excelling with this before we go live. You know, and we just don't have that right now. I'd say we have 40, 50 right now that are legit businesses that are kicking ass. I want 100. I want 150. I want to have those everywhere so people can see their testimonials, their video testimonials, click on those people's cards, touch, taste, feel before we turn this thing live. And that's why everybody asks, it's like, holy shit, man, why are you guys only charging, $497 a month? I mean, my social media guy, and you guys are better than him, my social media guy charges me $800 a month. The person that optimizes my Google business page, they're $700 a month. I get the business card, I get this action agent. That's why there's a good deal. We want users, and we want happy, successful, ass-kicking companies that will become evangelists for us. That's why it's so low right
Brian, there are probably a bunch of real estate people on here, both flippers and agents. Could you maybe address the real estate market really quick? I know you said that very competitive market, but could you kind of break that down further?
Yeah, probably maybe the most competitive market of anything, to be quite honest, of everything we do. Like that's the one. My daughter's a real estate agent. My daughter's also an escrow rep. My business partner, Michael, his daughter just became a real estate agent. So we built cards for them. I should probably show you mine, but my daughter's got one for escrow, and then Mike's daughter's got one for her real estate with the agent and everything on it. What's cool about that? Everybody that's a realtor knows this. You are getting bombarded with texts and emails and phone calls every day asking you the same shit. Give me the details on the 123 West Street property that you have listed, and whether you might be a pocket listing for you guys, or it might be on MLS, right? But if it's a pocket listing, they don't have nowhere to go. They're coming to you, and you guys are getting bombarded. Sometimes pocket listings are a lot of work because there's no info out there about it because it's in your pocket, and you want to find your own buyers to get this thing and make your money. So what's cool about it is we can put that into your card and be like, okay, 123 West Street. It's it's a single family residence, SFR. It's got, RV parking. It's got a pool. It's got, renovated bathrooms and upgraded kitchen and tile floors. You can put all that in there. It's 4 bedrooms. It's 2.5 bath, those kind of things. So when people come to your agent, you don't have to answer that stuff anymore. The agent will answer it. They go, what's up with 123 West Street? Oh, everything you want them to know. Yay, you don't have to text that or copy and paste it into your phone and keep sending it out to people over and over and over. That's a big plus for realtors,
man. Yeah. Well, Charles, do you have any questions outside of?
Yeah, I'm very interested. I have a heating and air conditioning business here in Vegas, and there is quite a bit of competition, and just really trying to get your name in front of the right people, like you expressed earlier. Whatever you might have to add to that industry would be great.
Yeah, so we're doing one right now out here. It's called Lighthouse. Lighthouse Air Conditioning out here in Canyon Lake where I live. He's expanding, and he's doing commercial now as well. So he wants one now for the new commercial, but for his HVAC, loves it, man. You know the questions you get, and you know how many minutes hours you got to put answering the same thing over and over. When you put that all into that agent, that time right there, you've recaptured. You're not texting people, you're not fielding these phone calls. And let's be real, all of us in business, well, I'm sure everybody here will admit, I've done it. I see it, it's a customer, and I could probably land them, and I'm just so sick and tired of it. I want to sit down and eat dinner. I'm not answering that phone call. And I've done it. I'm sure some of us have here. Right? You just don't do it. Get back to them tomorrow or something. I'm done. My brain's fried. Long day, man. Sorry. Well, those days are over, man. You got everything answered. And when you see those agents, guys, like you can put like brochures on there, flyers, like here, let me show you real quick because I think it's important what you just brought up. This is really, really
Yeah,
cool.
Ryan,
for,
maybe you could show, if you could do a little bit more show and tell between different,
yeah. So like this one, I'm going to refresh it so you can see the opening page of it. So like right here, this is just what he has on. He just got on a week ago. Remember, we're not a product, we're a process. So this is going to get better and better. But he has different things on here, but you can have slides on here. You can have ads on here. You can have real pictures on here. And those kind of things, guys, all of the images, by the way, that you through our system, we geotag those. So for instance, and I'm sorry, the HVAC guy, what was your name, brother?
Charles?
Charles?
Yes.
yeah,
Charles. So what I'm saying is this, Charles, if we encourage everybody to take a lot of video. The algorithm changed with Google about 17 or 18 days ago. They now value video way more than imagery, and it's not been that way for a long time. You could have a 2-year-old video on your Google business page that now is more important than the photo you took yesterday. So my point is we can put all kinds of stuff on this agent. So when people are seeing this, they're seeing your card, they're seeing these videos. My point is we geotag them. You have a link that you upload all of your stuff to that we use and kick out. That stuff's geotagged. So when someone's looking for HVAC in Las Vegas, if they search that image or that picture or that video even will come up in time, right? We got to get there, but it'll come up and now they're clicking on it and they found a video of you. From that video, it's geotagged. They're in Vegas, HVAC near me. That's coming up. So these things are really cool. And all these right here, you can give people these easy button real quick, like getting started, right? You hit that, tips and guidance, making the most, blah, 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 tells you exactly how to get started, what to do. These aren't static files, everybody. These are generated as people ask, and it's personalized. And it's a big difference. I mean, look, it's even kicking out like that. That's pretty cool. It's showing that. It's like the graphics of this. It's a step by step, and it gives graphics. It gives these things. It's not a chat bot. It's not Chat GPT. It's not that. It's beyond that. It's crazy. It's awesome.
yeah, that was good, Ryan. When it comes to because what you're talking about right now is really SEO optimization, right?
A little bit.
So when it comes to the different business value items that people get or business owners get from this, you're optimizing your Google page, you're getting relevant leads that are hot coming to you daily, based on the amount that you can handle.
We give you 20 for free, by the way, Madge. Every month we'll give you 20 for free if you're on our accelerator package. That's the $4.97 a month that includes everything. We throw in 20 of those. Oh, and we have a tracker. So anybody that hits your business card or your website, anonymous people that click on nothing, we'll deliver you all their info of everybody who even touched your website, even if they did it by accident. Same technology, and they'll give you that. It's not rocket science, dude. The stuff's out there. It's just we go a little extra. You know what I mean? Like we do a little bit extra. We make sure we vet those people so you're not 80% of what we give you isn't duplicates or bots or crap, and you're wasting your time. If it's not a 92% or higher, dude, you're not getting it.
And Ryan, is that scrutiny being done even for the people that come through your website?
Yep. So if somebody goes to unchained.io right now, our website, I'm going to hit this right now. I hit my website all the time, right? Obviously, just to show people or just to see if everything's doing lovely. Right now, I just got caught. They're going to catch me. What's going to get delivered in my spreadsheet? Are they going to have me, Ryan, 200 friggin' times a month? No, it's going to be one time. That's the vetting we did. I only get Ryan one time. I know I'm not going to go outbound myself, so I know I just don't need that. But you get that list, and then we know it's not bots either because, again, it goes through that vetting and it shows, did this guy really work at Boeing? Has this guy got a LinkedIn that's got his real, does this match the info we have? That's the process we do. That's like milliseconds, dude. That happens like the second we capture that person, they are scraped and vetted. And if they don't hit the 92%, we tell people, and we're like, want them? We'll still give them to you, but they're garbage. So we're not going to do it.
Yeah. And Ryan, we didn't touch as much on the social side, where the content for the different, because you basically are condensing a marketing team into a product per se, right? So for that marketing team on the social side, are you guys generating relevant videos, posting them? Like, could you kind of talk about like the social side and how that's being handled?
Yep. So it's a completely data-driven process, Madge. So our team sits there. We do a branding kit, if you want to call it that. So you came to me, Madge, and say it was DCBN or your thing that you got. If it was that, we would not only look at your colors, not only take your imagery, not only do all that, but I'd be like, Madge, how do you talk to your audience, dude? Are you fun? Are you jovial? Are you very professional? We clone your personality, your tonality. What words do you use, Madge, and what words do you not use, right? And is there things? So we really craft that down. That actually takes quite a bit of time because once we get that together, I go, Madge, if I sent this text or email to your wife right now, would she know it's you or not? Would she not even know it wasn't you? Right? Like, would it have those things in it? Like I told you, Madge, when we were doing that stuff for RFK Jr. before he hopped on the Trump wagon, right? When we were doing stuff for him and, his wife was freaked out because she's like, you guys, I cannot tell this is not Bob. She's like, I just can't. She goes, this is scaring me. And that was shit 2 years ago. We're way better now. But yeah, we do the branding kit. Then we can create everything, dude. Instagram posts, TikTok, videos. We create videos. We do on-brand video, on-brand imagery, ads. We can do blogs for you. If you decide I want to be a blogger, dude, I want a blog going out once a week. Cool. We got you. We got your brand. Give us the topics you want to talk about. It'll speak like you do. And we're going to give that back to you. And we tell everybody, don't rely on it coming back to you because big secret, we're doing it with AI. We're doing it to your style, but AI is a liar. AI hallucinates. AI makes mistakes. So don't trust it. You need to edit and proof that shit and don't come across as robotic and, put your own flair into it. And not 80% of it might be fantastic. You might be like, oh my God, that's awesome. Well, get yourself in there a little bit, right? We say, we don't, everybody uses the term human in a loop. We don't say human in a loop, dude. We say expert in a loop. You got to be an expert of your company. You got to know your company. We're not a magic button. And you like hit it once and everything's perfect. You gotta participate.
When you create those, the content, right? Then it goes to the business owner and then they approve it, edit, approve. And once it's approved, are they posting it into their socials or is Unchained posting it into their socials as well?
They can if they want. Some people get excited. They're like, dude, I want that out right now. Well, we look at everything and we go, look, you're in, Hoboken, New Jersey. The best time for you to post is 4 a.m. on Tuesdays for this. It's this time for this. We're looking at that data because we want you to have the results. So we're going to do what's optimal. We highly suggest that you let us do it, but it's your business. If you want to post it, freaking post it. But we know that you're going to get much more eyeballs and impressions and all that stuff at this time of the day, depending on where you live, right? And what days, like Wednesday. I don't know why. Wednesday, 11:30. Great time if you're on the West Coast. Everybody, free tip. Post your asses off at 11:30 on Wednesdays. God knows why, but it's just a great number, man.
Perfect. So what's the best way to if one of us or all of us hopefully have interest in working with you, what's the best way to contact you and get particulars as far as our what that process might look like for our individual businesses?
Yeah. So best thing I'd say, just go to our website. The agent is right here in the bottom. That's ours. We have a share and earn, by the way, too. If somebody wants to share out our stuff and you know a bunch of people, if your network's big and you think other people like this, like we got a guy right now, he's working to get to 10 referrals because you get 10%. So at $500, 10% is $50. He gets 10. He's like, I never pay you a dime ever again, right? He goes, that's it. Like, yeah, that's it. But we got people. I mean, dude, if you got 100 people underneath you, you do nothing. You simply go to the card, go down to the bottom, and if you tell somebody, yeah, go to my business card, click that. That right there is going to take you to the sign up page. And this is tied to that dog trainer that I just clicked from. That dog trainer is that's tied to him. He gets his 10%. He does nothing. We do all fulfillment, all conversation. You can talk to him, he's referring to people and you can tell him, but just to kind of tell you. So the best way, dude, go to Unchained.io. Back here.
I got it.
How I was. Or my card. I put that in there, reachryanl.com. Anywhere you go and go get your own reach card. What we recommend, Madge, is this. We have a white glove. If you just don't have the time or don't want to do it, $300, we'll do it all. We'll build your card, we'll dial it in, we'll make it sexy as hell. $300, one-time fee, and we just do it. But we recommend to people, like I said, man, start simple, start free, and then grow smart. So go in, get it for free. You have zero to lose. We don't want your credit card number. We don't want you to ink in on anything. We're not going to come back at you in a month or two and be like, yeah, you owe us money now. It's time to start paying. That's not what it is. It's free. Use it. We hope you use our other paying services because we're awesome at it. But if you don't, cool. Keep the card and everything is free.
Perfect. Well, let me see if there's any other questions from the group. But if not, we have 4 more.
I'm looking right now.
Another question. So Ryan, aside from everybody trying to do this on their own,
Sure.
who are your competitors? Is there someone else trying to do the same thing that you're trying to do here?
John, we've done literally, I think there's a guy on here right now. I saw him earlier. He might still be on. His name's Jarrell. Him and another guy on our team, dude, we've done 500 secret shoppers on every gimmick AI crap that you see out there. I always say that, and I apologize, it sounds mean, but just all that's out there. We don't know right now of anybody that's holistically doing all that we do. There's a ton of people that do Google business profile
pieces,
optimization,
right?
ton of people that do social media, Dot and Pop will make business cards, but what we're doing and how we're making it like a system, we don't know of anybody that's doing it. I hope nobody does, but if they do it better than us, then we're going to steal what they do and we're going to do it.
Sounds good. Yeah, cool.
Awesome. Well, Ryan, thank you so much for your time, brother. I really appreciate it. If you guys on the call have any questions, feel free to reach out to myself or Lyndon, whoever invited you to this call. But honestly, it'd be much better if you just reached out to Ryan.
Absolutely.
So,
I put it in there, reachryanl.com. Yeah. It's in there, reachrightail.com. You guys, I answer my phones, man. You're not going to be talking to somebody else. I mean, eventually I might say, hey, cool, drill, help this guy. We got to a point, but I'll answer anything. But really, Madge, dude, our action agent on my business card, ask that thing, you guys, anything you want to know. Everything that's in my skull is in there. It's there. You're going to be really hard pressed. If it's not, the system's going to tell me it didn't know how to answer something. Then I'm going to come up with an answer, throw it into the knowledge base, and I won't have to answer that one again.
Yeah, off we go. Perfect. Thank you so much, Ryan. Appreciate your time. And guys, there's a lot of things that Ryan covered today, but I will tell you just because of the insight that I have with what he's done, but what he is preparing to do is going to be revolutionary. So getting on the train before some of the things that he's planning, and when regulations kind of get ironed out, I don't see anyone really competing with him within the next 6 to 12 months. Hopefully it doesn't take that long for things to iron out, but he's got some really amazing things planned with AI agents, and he's brought in people from Google and some very
Amazon,
a lot of really sharp people on his team to build out the future.
yeah. And then the last thing I'll say to everybody that's still on here, if you go with us, awesome. If you don't go with us, look at your website, you guys, and understand what's happening in the AI search. Your competition is going to mop the floor with you, and they might not even know why they're mopping the floor with you. It could just be that they don't have that 403 forbidden block on their website. Man, get to your web people like right away. And just that alone, just do that. So it's like, can you win the lottery if you don't buy a lottery card? Doesn't mean you're going to win the lottery. It just means you got a shot. Get that thing open, everybody, because it shit's happening now. Go look at the Google model right now, the Google AI mode. It's just fact. Like they're looking, and people, you're not getting sent to websites anymore, Match.
Yeah.
It's an ask engine. You're asking, and they're scraping your website, and they're telling people everything they want to know. They're not saying here's the link to their website. They're just giving you the information. Your website's got to be dope. You got to have good info on there, and it's got to be able to be searched.
Awesome. All right, perfect, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Ryan, thank you for your time again. I will reach out to
Thank
you
you.
shortly. This is the first meeting that's ended right on time. So perfect.
Ryan, I really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Hey, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for letting me come on here and talk. I love babbling about what we do. I think I got the coolest job in the world, so thanks.
Thanks a lot, brother. Take care.
All right, take care, everybody.
People are dropping off. They're done.